Nothing bad.
Leave us with the casualties.
Hello everyone, this is John Moore with the Appalachian Channel, and this is Olivia with Chronicles of Olivia, and we are in Appalachia, Virginia. For those of you that want to know, is there a real Appalachia? Yes, they are, and I've been here before, and I didn't film when I was here last time, 4 years ago, but we're back today to document the actual town that's called Appalachia. Now, Appalachia is considered a region in the United States that's defined by a poverty level that encompasses about 13 states, but there is an actual town that was once a thriving coal mining town called Appalachia, and we're going to visit today and check some of it out. What do you think, Olivia?
Sounds good.
You ready? All right.
There ain't nothing around here to do. We just sit here, walk around, and ride our bikes.
Oh, before we got killed down.
I mean, it's an issue, but. Is there a bad drug problem here?
I would assume they are, yeah.
All right, guys, this is one of the old bridges that was a train trestle at one time. Now it's a walking trail, and you can walk, or I think you maybe can also ride bikes. I'm not for sure on that, but I think it's a beautiful old bridge, and we're gonna check out the rest of the town. There's some other history that we're going to look at. There's one building that's in the Guinness Book of World Records that's right here in Appalachia, and we're going to go find it. Okay, guys, so we're just looking at this, and I looked at it when I was here last time, but I did not realize there was a story behind this. At one time, in the 1800s, they have a legend of a troll living here, and over here on this display tells us a little bit of facts about it. Let's go over and take a look at the display for just a second, and I'm going to let Dustin zoom in on this, and you can pause the video and zoom in on it and read it. But it's definition of a troll: a mystical cave dwelling creature depicted in folklore as dwarfish and typically having a very ugly appearance. In this late days of 1800s, when coal was king, the mining companies and the railroads were expanding daily. This goes on to talk about the people living here in this area saw this mystical creature many times, maybe even looking in their windows at night. This is an interesting Appalachian story that I didn't realize when I was here before. And so pause that video there where that was on the display and read that all in detail. We're going to go right over here. Here's something else I found that's very interesting, that they've got a memorial, and I'm probably not saying that exactly right, but a memorial of people that's passed away, apparently, and when they pass away, their loved ones come and maybe put their initials on here or their names on many of these. Here's a very, very old lock, and these are different names, so I don't really know the history or the reasoning behind this, but I'm pretty sure it's some type of memorial for people that's passed away. If you know the story and you live here in the Appalachian area of Virginia, leave us a comment and let us know about it. So this is a caboose that was taken out of commission that was once used in this area. It has a complete history of it over here on this display, and I love old cabooses. You don't see them anymore. All right, guys, we are in Appalachia, and this building I saw when I was here before, and we're going to walk around the side of it and show you. It's in the Guinness Book of World Records because you can enter all 4 levels of it from street level, from what the internet tells us. I can see 3 doors, but we're going to walk around and check it out. Come on, guys, let's check this building out. Okay, guys, I'm going to walk up these steps. I'm thinking there's probably maybe a basement level. This looks like an old furniture store, and we'll look in it when we come back down. But let's head up the steps. I absolutely love the brickwork on old vintage buildings like this. Doesn't look like this building's in use currently, so no meters on it, but at one time it's had 5 different meters. So here's another abandoned building in Appalachia, actually literally in the city of Appalachia, Virginia. I love it. I love old buildings. I love the brickwork. You don't see that in the new buildings nowadays. So anybody that knows any history on this building and the different businesses that's been in it over the years, let us know in the comments. All right, guys, I found a really cool building here. Check this out. It is closed today, but this is the Appalachian Mercantile and Good Coffee. It says gone fishing, but let's see if we can look inside this building with a camera, Dustin, and see if we can get a shot on the inside. It's really cool. Really like it. There we go. Wish it was open. We would go in and check it out. This must be the old downtown section. Not much still open here. I just love the history of these old buildings. There once was thriving buildings, but now many of them are dilapidating. And due to it being so easy to go to the bigger cities now, people drive further and further. Check this one out, Dustin. Look at this. Ain't this amazing? Love it. Look at the woodwork inside. This has been maybe a clothing store at one time. And inside of each one of these might have had a mannequin. But right now it's full of appliances. So back up and get a little bit of shot of this right here. This would have been beautiful in its day, and still could be beautiful if somebody restored it, but you'd have to have enough business to make it worth restoring, unfortunately. So another abandoned building, maybe the same building. Looks like this one has appliances. It must have adjoined to this building. This one has apartments upstairs that's still being used, so it seems like there's a lot of apartments still here. And but actually in the downtown street here, there's absolutely nothing open right here. The only open store was the service repair place we saw, Family Dollar or Dollar General store, and maybe a gas station. But none of these buildings are open. But look over here, check out City Hall. Look at that building, ain't that something? We'll drive by it here in a minute. Abandoned Appalachia. As of today, which is a Monday, there's not one single business on this street really open in any of the older buildings. So yeah, the coal mining industry here at one time was king, but now coal is no longer doing what it once did. We're seeing some coal trucks coming through, and we're still in coal mining country, but the amount and volume of coal is no longer what it once was. So guys, I really have no idea why this really is cool to me, and I think it's neat. But look up this staircase, all the paint. It probably was the 30s since the last time, 100 years ago, when there was paint on those walls. Look at it. That's just, to me, I love Appalachian history and what things used to be here. You know, this was probably apartments upstairs at one time, but now it's not. It's abandoned. All right, guys, I don't know the history of this building, but I absolutely love it. I love that at one time there was a garage door here. They might have worked on vehicles. We might get a sneak peek in the window here and see some of the old woodwork. Apparently they worked on appliances maybe here, but somebody that lives in the area, I see some vacuum cleaner stuff in there, and just absolutely love this building. I love that it's still standing here. It's still being used to store stuff in. Oh, check it out over here. Oh, look at this. Use other door. This would have been the main office for whatever this would have been. Still got one of the old push button phones in there. And oh, look at this, guys. Check the side of it out. They've actually put a couple of roll-up doors in down here. Maybe using it for storage of some kind. And oh, the building's very long. The very first part of it, absolutely huge down through here. And apparently they have a park over here. Hours of operation, sunrise to sunset. So let's check this out. Here's the Appalachian Fire Department. Rescue 3. For a small town, they have quite a bit of rescue equipment here. This might be their only hub for emergency vehicles, but this looks like it's their police station, their fire department. They've got ambulance service here. How you doing? We're documenting your town here. We're just making some videos. We're the Appalachian channel, so we thought we'd come to Appalachia.
We'll make it like Ford.
Yeah, I've been here before, but we never filmed it.
Yeah.
So is this still the City Hall building?
This is the old one.
They have another one now?
Yeah, it's over that boy building.
Okay. What do they use this building for?
It's abandoned.
Just abandoned?
Yeah.
That's what we're looking for, abandoned stuff. It's cool though, ain't it? I love it. Was this a siren on it at one time?
Yeah, that's the tornado siren.
It still works?
I've not tried it.
Yeah, try it. We love old buildings and history, you know. So this is cool.
There's plenty of it here.
Is this the only fire department in Appalachia?
Yeah.
Now is this the police department too?
No, we don't have a police department no more.
You don't have? I saw some police cars coming up and down the road.
We have the sheriff's office and they run out of wise.
We're running out of Wise. Okay. Yeah, I've been there. I've filmed in Wise before. Here's one of my cards. You can find this on YouTube.
Thank you.
Thank you for the info. You get a whole nother look at this building coming at this direction right here. They've added something on up there, Dustin. See that? What have they added on up there at the top of that at some time?
Looks like a little deck.
Yeah, but looks like it's too short to get under maybe, right? Who knows?
If you look through the window in the front, see how that ceiling drops down?
Uh-huh.
That might give it a lower deck. I don't know.
So at one time, ever what business this was, and we see a sign out here. You see the sign hanging out? Something was on it. The owners probably lived upstairs.
Yeah, I'd say that's a patio because look how much this front ceiling drops down.
Look at the beautiful brickwork in it though, over the doors. You just don't see that no more in businesses. So we can see this yellow brick looks probably a little newer than the red brick over here. Probably was two separate buildings at one time or businesses, and now it may be owned by the same person. But it does look like no electricity in that one. So yeah, that was neat. All right, guys, we're going to drive back down this road right here, and for whatever reason, I love old buildings and the history behind them and the businesses that were once in them. This one right here at one time probably was a garage of some sort. They probably had to park across the street. These houses are still occupied and they need mowed, but they look like people still living in them. But this was the building we just looked at. It says no train horn. That must mean when the train comes through, they don't blow the horn for whatever reason. Right to our right past this building, there's a park over there. And depending on our time, we might come back to it, but I don't think that's of much interest to us today. But sometime we come back, we might check it out. So this is their fire department, the Appalachia Fire Department. And so very interesting. I love it. I love these old buildings. So here's some buildings that was tore off or tore down beside this building. This building looks like it's still in use. So I was here about 4 years ago and remember seeing some older buildings, probably out through here somewhere that were abandoned and seem to be a part of the coal mining industry. So we're going to see if we can find these same places that I saw that back in the day when I wasn't really documenting abandoned places. We didn't really film this. This wasn't really what we were looking for, but this video is a little bit different. And I've come into, oh, check this building out. I had to pull back here, look at this.
Looks like it's part of an old train depot, maybe. See how
yes,
these are?
Absolutely. And so there's a building, and right back here, let's go right back behind this building. There's another one right back in here. Look at this. For whatever reason, I love abandoned buildings like that. That looks like that's so cool.
So you guys grew up out here?
Yeah,
I moved here 8 years ago. It'd be like 7 years now.
I've been here my whole life.
What's it like living out here? It's a small town.
It's fun.
It's nice when you know everybody. Everybody knows you. You know, like
Yeah.
everybody around here. You know.
You can't do nothing bad. You'll get in trouble.
Well, speaking of trouble, is that happen a lot around here? Is drugs a problem? Well,
Drugs is pretty bad around here.
It depends where though.
so there's certain areas of town that's worse than
Yeah.
others.
Like
Which
down
is
that way.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad.
Down there and a little bit that way. Down there it's like a 50. Down there it's like 100.
is it
Up here it's like
fentanyl,
none.
Yeah,
Meth,
what type of
marijuana?
drugs?
Yeah,
It's
what
like
type of drug?
everything.
Yeah, marijuana's not that bad up here
Marijuana's
though.
legal around here.
Yeah.
What do people do for
Coal
a living
mining
here?
and-
Coal mining?
Mostly, yeah, coal mining mostly.
Yeah.
Just out of curiosity,
I can't
back
remember.
here behind the building, there's an old,
Coal building. Yeah.
is that an old coal building?
Yeah.
Okay, and beside of that, is that part of the old train depot?
That is a
It's an old train station, ain't it?
yeah. It's a type of
Where-
train.
It's where the train would stop and they'd come and get on.
Yeah. It's the train stop.
It's where you
Old
buy
one.
your tickets to get on the train and stuff like that. We go in there all the time.
Yeah, you guys any interest in showing us back there?
Do you care?
Don't care. I don't mind.
okay.
Yeah. Why not?
I'm looking forward to learn more about the coal mining history out here because I don't really know much about it. So we're gonna check out this abandoned coal mine, I think, right? Or coal mine some
This is a
building?
coal station, I think you said?
Station. Yeah.
And then that is the old train depot.
You can't get into it. They got that one blocked up.
used to be able to though.
We always just walk down here.
So what else is there to do out here? Are there like any bars or like
There used to be, but way back in the day.
Yeah, way back in the day there was a bar, but that building burned down. And then you have a pool place all the way up there that I go play pool at. But to be honest with you, there ain't nothing around here to do. We just sit here, walk around, and ride our bikes.
Old pool got filled in.
Yeah, the pool's gone. Missed today. It's whatever though. We hate it when people say that kind of stuff.
yeah.
We like Appalachia gets us so mad because it's Appalachia. Yeah, there's a lot of good places you can go to see. Like
Swimming hole too.
you can go towards Norton. I don't know if you know where Norton is, but if you go towards Norton, there's an overlook. You can look and see the valley, and it looks pretty good. You just take the highway, and it'll say scenic overlook, and it'll bring you right to it.
This is the old entrance where you'd come in.
What was this, do you know?
We're pretty
Storage.
sure-
Storage.
Wasn't
Yeah.
it like storage? And
Yes.
I think this is where people would come and buy their tickets too.
Yeah. It's the booth where you
it's pretty
check in would be
dirty.
right here.
I think this is where you used to buy the tickets. Is right here.
Basement's down there. I don't go down there because it's not fun. Sometimes it smells like death. Sometimes, yeah.
There's a lot of bad graffiti upstairs, but if you
Yeah.
guys don't mind that, you can go.
It's
up
like
there.
heavy.
We can go up there.
Okay.
That's
well,
all right.
All right.
something happens bad, I'll get out of here first.
Nothing bad. should
Leave us with the
happen.
casualties. We cleaned this up
Just
a
be
while
careful.
back.
There's a lot of glass. Somebody's been up here recently.
No, it's people that did this.
No, we just
didn't do
cleaned it
this.
because we were gonna make it into like a little hangout spot.
Yeah.
So
We're
they
gonna-
don't trespass you off of this or the city?
Oh, they kind of do, but we just come over here anyways.
I was about
It's
to
fine
say,
though.
if they do catch you, you can't get in trouble. But
Yeah.
So this is just an empty room, there's nothing up here but a room that had windows in it one
There
Yeah.
was, yeah.
I
You
mean-
can go look at the walls. There used to be chain things.
we were thinking it might have been like an office, like it
Yeah.
might have been somebody's office.
Yeah, cool. I want to see the basement though.
Oh, it's just a
nothing-
straight away. It's just nothing else.
You just look straight.
Weird.
It's just a.
Okay.
There's really nothing.
You can
down
look
there.
out that window and see the hole where you can see it. It's an old wood hole. Look straight down at the window. You can see an old hole where it is.
Oh, that's the basement down in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely want to see that.
I mean, you can go down there, but we only look down it through the stairs.
I'm gonna send him down there.
Oh well, that's.
As I said, we only go down
way.
to like the bottom of the stairs because down there is just.
That's good.
Wait, so he's going first?
Listen, you go down in 5 minutes. We don't hear from you. We'll call 911.
All right then. Hey, Jack, you coming?
You got one
Yes, sir.
thing?
There's normally light down here.
A little bit, but like it's just nasty.
Like I said,
though.
it's literally just trash down here.
Yeah, it's nasty as hell.
This is where
That's
we
why I don't like
stop.
going down here.
We'll see how far we can go.
Oh, it's. I mean, it's just.
Oh yeah, no, we're not going in there. I see what you mean, guys.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's flooded
that's all it is.
multiple times. The water's been up here.
The other one also.
Water comes in.
The other one had a basement too, but
That one
that thing's cut off
was
right.
terrifying in that.
It's just like
It's just
Oh,
trash.
Old and dirty.
trash, yeah.
You go that way into that room, you'll see there's a hole in the ground.
But say if you go in here, I don't know.
one?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know what they had in here.
Go in here, Dustin.
I don't know what they'd have in here. I kind of forget.
This used to be the area where they put storage.
I guess so. Yeah.
They'd come in, bring packages in, and ship them off.
And walk
This
up.
was a part of the train depot then.
Yeah,
I get-
they'd bring it in here
I'd say walk on the
and
side.
let it out
right here.
there.
And I bet some of them at one time went downstairs.
Let's say
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk through the middle.
Oh, that don't go nowhere.
And I bet there was some kind of lift here.
Probably.
That, see this, all this contraption?
Yeah.
I bet this lowered somehow that takes us to the basement to storage.
Oh. Here, let me get my.
It stops right there though. It doesn't go down any further.
Lydia, I hope your phone is going to come down in there.
Oh God, no.
Oh, you don't want to do that. I'm telling you that right now. You
And
do
I'd
not
be
want to
careful
go down
because
in
we
there.
have seen animals down there too.
Oh, I've seen raccoons swimming here. This sucker got full of water once. I saw a baby raccoon go. It was funny.
You can get on the roof, but that's like
It's a pain.
It's not.
Worried about the roof, but what are there other buildings like this here in Appalachia that we can find that's abandoned anywhere else?
This one
Maybe,
and that
but
one.
these are really the only ones that I know
I thought I
about.
seen some more one time, a little farther outside of town maybe, but maybe this was it.
Maybe I don't
Unless he's
know.
talking about Rockface. You know where Rockface is?
Maybe.
There is some over that way, but it's not even in Appalachia. It's out of this area. Hour.
pretty far.
And it depends how fast you're going, though.
Any other cool buildings here in town that we would want to document? Like,
Depends. Is this one and that one?
Have
'Cause-
you went to the visitor center?
no, where's that at?
It's in town. They just built it recently. It has. I'm pretty sure it doesn't have train sets.
Yeah, it
in
has
there.
old train
Little
sets in
train
there.
sets and everything in there.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we went down there where the caboose is at. and
You know where-
the bridge that says Appalachia.
Yeah. You know where Black Bear is?
We don't know nothing about really.
Okay. Well,
Oh.
you know you go in town. You got that one. You got the really big tall building,
Yeah,
and then across it you got a food joint, really, and you got the town hall and everything.
Uh-huh.
If you right there, you'll see the visitor center, Appalachia Visitor Center.
Yeah, if my family still had a little spot in the place, we had like a little building next door. We had it to like have a business there. If I still had it, I'd show y'all inside the big building. It's still amazing.
Okay. Well, we'll drive back around. We're going to drive around a little bit more. We really appreciate you showing us around a little
You're
bit,
welcome.
'cause we didn't
Yeah.
know if we could come in here or not. We didn't know what the situation with the building was.
You
Yeah.
can. It's just like you do have to be careful of cops and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But one thing about Appalachia is we don't have cops.
There used to be though.
We used to have cops, but then the town stopped paying for them, so now we just have sheriffs that come from Norton.
Yeah, there used to be a lot of cops around here.
Yeah, we saw a bunch of sheriff's cars coming back, like 5 backwards and
Yeah.
forth already. Since
Yeah.
So most of the time they don't come around here, but some days you'll have them. They'll be around here a lot. But if you go down this main road right here, like the road that comes off the bridge, and you look on the right, you'll see the visitor center. Like if you just keep going down it, you'll see a visitor center.
Okay, we're gonna drive around a little bit more. We're just looking for old buildings. We love old buildings. I love to check this shot out, Dustin. Look at this, man. I love that. See, they don't build buildings like this no more.
Yeah.
You find them with the brick, and it's usually just metal buildings or something.
Yeah.
They've stucco on them or something. You don't
I was-
it's work.
I was just talking to my friend here, Jackson, about the building over there. I was telling him how they should fix it back up. It's still, you can still fix it, but it just needs just a little bit of work all over again.
You can tell they used to be big old like sliding windows.
Yeah, if you walk straight down, you'll see the path, the old concrete path where there'd be like a walkway.
What phone service worked you in here the best? What area?
Yeah, around here you'll never get service.
No service to nobody?
Not back here.
I mean, you will, but not really.
It's like spotty. It doesn't
It's like,
work all the
there's
time.
certain spots that it works. No, well, yeah, some people have landlines, but
Yeah.
like you get data out here. It's just when you get into places like this, under the trees and stuff like that, you don't get much data. Yeah, we have Verizon, I think, down
The
here.
rock path is over there.
And you
I should have
got
took y'all
data.
through it over that way, but
Yeah.
we're over here. If you want, you can walk through there and you can see the old walk path. But if you were in there, I should have told y'all to walk that way because it's over there.
I was gonna say, yeah, but
Yeah.
it's whatever. But there's like a big old concrete wall that goes down there that you can see.
Yeah.
Okay, well, cool. Thanks, guys. What, did
You're
you
welcome.
get their names, Dustin?
No, what was your guys' names again?
I'm Dylan.
And I'm Jackson.
And Jack.
I'm John. This is my son, Dustin. And this is Olivia. Her channel is called Chronicles of Olivia.
All right.
And she does more true crime stuff, and we work together on some video projects. So,
Yeah, so what's your card say?
the Appalachian channel. I gave
Yeah,
I'm
but I say,
gonna
I'll
give
say-
you
I'll-
that.
yeah, I'll
Some
search it
cards
out.
in there. You can have that lanyard
All right.
for helping us out. You can go to your phone app. You ever do a QR code?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a QR code that'll take you straight to my channel. Now hers is the Chronicles of Olivia. All right, guys, we're here at a Miners Memorial Park here in Appalachia. It looks like these are probably names of coal miners that died in the coal mines when they've had cave-ins, collapses, explosions, different things. We don't know much about this little park, but it is a memorial to the people, the men that died in service. Oh wow, check this out, Dustin. Here's a whole nother one on this side. This is a mine explosion right here. Look at this. 1934, 77 miners. This is that explosion here. That's how dangerous coal mining once was. One explosion. Wow. Some of this tells how many Loving Father, 35 years, SoCo, Rodea, WCCO. Not for sure what that means. So these are different, a memorial for different people. I don't think this is all for the same people that died, because I'm seeing different dates on here. But this is some of the equipment that they used in the deep mines. And so they've made this memorial park here to memorialize the men that died mining coal that powered the United States, and still does. Not like it did, but it still is a big part of Appalachia economy and income. Nowadays, mining is so much more mechanical or mechanized with machinery, and it doesn't take actual men being into the coal mine as much as it did back in the day. They use more equipment, which is safer, but unfortunately tens of thousands of jobs in Appalachia region has disappeared due to using other renewable resources such as dams and water, making power instead of using coal to burn and make energy. Looks like this is still under construction. They're still adding. So here's a guy. This is when he was president, apparently, 79 to 82. This is a memorial probably to him. He might still be alive, I don't know. So here is different coal companies. I see these are different coal companies and different things on here. So apparently, if you had a loved one that died in the mines, you most likely could buy one of these bricks, and then it would be put in this memorial wall. So we see right down here, Miners Memorial Park, established in 1999, so about 26, 27 years this park's been here, and it's still growing. They're still adding names to it. Let's check out and see if there's anything else that we want to document before we leave Appalachia. So we're seeing some old stores here outside of town, right outside of town. So this must have been a main street coming in. And we're gonna go down here just a little ways and turn around and come back and get the other side of the street. And got a nice church setting right here. So got a little bit of history here. Some of these houses look abandoned. I don't know that there's anybody living in most of them. All right, guys, we've got some old houses up on the hills here. Check that out. Now that was probably a nice house in its day, but you had a bit of a walk and no driveway. Those people most likely didn't have a car up there. Well, they were up on the hill for sure, wasn't they?
Oh yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah, I find that there's beauty in Decay. For whatever reason, I really love seeing these old abandoned houses and buildings, and just knowing at one time there were a lot of history there. So a house right there that we're looking at right now, looks like it got burnt at one point. So we got some dogs barking at us. Still a welding shop right there. Fairly big welding shop, looks like. Now there's a lot of cars here, so there's apparently people live in this building. That's an apartment apparently. They've turned that commercial building into apartment. So, and then here's another house up on a hill, and at one time, look at that, Dustin had a garage down here in the basement. And maybe it's untold how big of a basement that house has. But here in this coal mining region of Virginia, as we're seeing, a lot of the houses were built up on the side of mountains, on the steep banks, where there's no flat land. We have a creek right here, and this probably is what turns into the Powell River. Not for sure which way we're going to go next, but we're just going to probably go left, I'm going to think. So this street here is still occupied and has some beautiful homes on it, actually. That house right there is absolutely gorgeous. So we're going to take a left right here. We're just guessing. We have no idea of where to go to for the moment, but we will come probably straight back down this road in a few minutes. All right, guys, check out this stairways here. All of these places was built pretty much on a cliff, and so I'm not for sure where they would have parked or how they would have got furniture up there, but that probably wasn't an easy place to get furniture up. Check out this original wall. Wonder what that was for. Somebody in the comments could maybe tell us. It almost looks like a prison, don't it? Like a wall that maybe there's a prison in there at one time, the way it's built. Or maybe it was just built to keep people from falling off the edge of the sidewalk back in its heydays, when there were probably several thousand people lived right here in Appalachia. These are all more up to date, or not new houses, but they're in good shape. People living in them. Interesting subdivision. You can see here how close the houses were. They didn't have much yards back then. A lot of them barely had even a driveway, if they had a driveway. Like this house here to the right It's for sale, but each one of these had enough room maybe to park a couple of cars. So very interesting. I always loved the architecture and culture of the different houses because there were people from different countries that came here, and they had different things that they enjoyed. Now that's a church right there, so I wonder where the parking for the church is at.
Behind it.
Got parking back there? Yeah, it does. Okay. So here we're going to head up a hill, looks like. Let's go up this winding hill. Dustin, film band to this house to the left here. Check this one out, this wood. Look at them steps right there. Oh, this is a dead end.
Really? I wonder how we get to that street up there.
Look at these lights on this bridge right here. Check this building to the left, how narrow it is. That thing can't be 10 foot wide. It still does have 1 meter on that building. I didn't see that.
Where?
Right there on the very back. It has a meter.
No, that must go to the downstairs because the downstairs does have electric on it. It's got some stuff lit up. What was your name again?
Jamie Martin and my wife Kelsey Martin.
Nice to meet you guys. So what do you think about the area here? How long you lived here?
About our whole life.
What's the main industry around here?
Used to be coal, now it's restaurants and gas stations.
Is there anything to do around here?
No. Not really, no. Nothing for the kids at all.
Do they still run a lot of coal in and out of here? Or?
They run some, but
nothing like it used to be.
nothing, yeah.
It was booming at one time. Appalachia
A lot of
was.
jobs got to it.
Is there a bad drug problem here?
I would assume they are, yeah.
Like
It's
most
probably
places.
Appalachia's probably
Well,
one of
Southwest
the main,
Virginia,
Southwest
Wise
Virginia, but
County.
Appalachia is, and the homeless people. It's sad.
Do you have a lot of homeless in this town?
Yeah,
Yes.
they are.
Yeah.
I've never seen so many homeless. It's like you would be in like South Carolina or something, seeing people homeless.
Okay. Well, we're just trying to make a little documentary. Just thought we'd check with y'all and see what you had to say about it. We appreciate
Yeah.
y'all stopping and
Hopefully they can get something in
going.
here for our kids, so they're
Yeah.
not.
you know what the population
It's
is
a
here?
retirement place. I guess.
Not
A
right
couple
on.
thousand people maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thanks for stopping and talking to us, okay?
Thank
All
you.
right.
Thank you. Thank
Nice
you.
meeting you guys.
Meeting you. Guys, I absolutely love this old train depot here in Appalachia, Virginia. Look at the wood columns, the support beams that came out. That's like a 4-foot overhang on this thing, and probably built in, this town was created in 1908, I believe. So this is well over a 100-year-old train depot. Wouldn't it be gorgeous restored for some type of restaurant right here? But doesn't look like there's very many restaurants here in Appalachia. We saw one barbecue place that wasn't open, and I'm sure there's somewhere else, but we've not found it yet. This was probably a coal chute, or maybe packages or something came in. Look at this. Check it out down in there, Dustin. We can't trespass and go in this building, but it has been caught fire right here. At one time, it's had some fire damage. But I love these beautiful support brackets or whatever you call them. I thought they was 4 foot, but they're more like 6 foot probably. Absolutely gorgeous. I find that there's beauty in Decay, and there's history in this old train depot, and boy, it'd be gorgeous if somehow it could get restored and turned into a restaurant. Absolutely love this old building. This side seems to be in much better shape for whatever reason. That don't look right. This has been a very old house right here. Check out these rock. Look at all the steps are there. They might want to know about that budget. Them things ain't cheap.
Oh, I have a pretty good idea.
The drugs gotten out of hand around here.
I mean, it's about like any other county that you live in. I mean, it's an issue, but we do our best.
Yeah.
So they don't have a city of Appalachia Police Department, do they? So for the county of Wise.
Yeah, the police department is all.
We've seen them all patrolling all day long, like cars all day. What, is anything going on that you're here so much? Or?
That's part of our keep it saturated.
I've seen two of you passing each other.
That'd be us.
Well, we just pulled down here and we saw that swamp road.
Gotcha.
Well, that's pretty cool. Let's see what's there. All right, guys, we'll let you go.
Yep,
Thank you so much. All right, guys. Well, we got a pretty good little tour around town.
Yeah, we did.
And at one time, this was a booming coal mining town, like many of the towns of Virginia, West Virginia, Kentucky, and Tennessee. But nowadays, as you can see, there's a lot of empty buildings, mostly empty buildings that we find, a lot of vacant and abandoned houses. But that's very typical because of the coal mining business and the decline in it over the last 40 years. But what do you think, Olivia?
I think it's a beautiful area. I was a little surprised at the poverty I saw, like just a lot of rundown homes, a lot of abandoned homes. And but it is a really pretty area, and it has a lot of history, which I still want to learn more about. So it was really cool seeing this town.
Yeah, I was here about 4 years ago, and we really didn't document here, but I'm glad we came back and we had a good day today. Mm-hmm. Well, make sure to leave us a comment if you know anything about this town, if you live in this town, or you got a town like this you'd like us to come to document. Give us a comment or send us an email. God bless you all. See you on the next video. Bye-bye.
Bye.